Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keane from the YouTube channel Brett Keane Hollywood.
Greetings and welcome there, people of YouTube. Those who have been with me for a long time know that I have no sense of elitism in picking my targets, in that I'll respond to a person with 2 subscribers just the same as a man with several published books to his name. Yet there's one type of person I typically avoid: pure YouTube leechers. These are the lowest of the low on YouTube, people who feed off and will deliberately construct drama with other leechers to drive up viewership on this rather than content quality. Such examples as the neo-atheist or Brett Keane pop into mind, and it's the latter that I'm dealing with today. You see, sometimes I have to sod my own rules and deal with something for the fact that it needs doing. So, for some background, as that's always required in these things, 2 YouTube users, Atheist RedLine V8 and Christian False Empiricism, have been at it for a while, going back and forwards like the usual YouTube style, and that's all good and dandy. Then False Empiricism decided it'd be a great idea to re-upload one of RedLine's videos as a raw file. I just changed the title and not link to the original, not add anything new to it at all. RedLine requested either removal of the video or linking to the original. False Empiricism told him to sod off, so RedLine flagged for copyright infringement, yet still went back to Effie and warned Effie that, he had flagged, so he still had an unknown amount of time to remove the original video. And of course, Effie said no, so the video was found in breach of copyright laws by YouTube. This is where Brett Keane jumps into the whole mess and claims that RedLine's flag was a false flag even though it went through the system. So RedLine did a video response taking apart Brett Keane's video, pointing this out, and his accusations were false. And because of this, Brett Keane then went on to flag RedLine's video for bullying. RedLine's video has been mirrored to the Atheist Hub, and I urge you all to go and take a look. Feel free to go Streisand on it and decide for yourself whether it was bullying or not. Anyway, not happy with what has happened, I am also going to go through and pull apart Mr. Keane's video and explain to both him and his severely ignorant viewers the basics of copyright, and with it what is covered under fair use, as they clearly have no clue. With that, shall we go back to the video?
And today we're going to talk about an atheist YouTuber by the name of RedLine, who is admitting on his videos that he goes around false flagging Christians, Muslims, pagans, deists, and anyone that disagrees with him or whoever has defeated him in any kind of debate. After my intro, we're going to discuss this.
Not a chance on my watch.
Why I flagged it, and yes, I do admit I flagged that video. The reason I flagged it is because that was my video to begin with. True Empiricism mirrored the video, well, not really mirrored it, he stole the video off my channel, re-uploaded it to his channel underneath a different title with no links to the original or my channel without permission, and he expects that to be okay.
You claim that it's okay to flag people if they use some of your content and upload it to their YouTube channel.
No, Mr. Keane. He specifically noted the fact that the video was taken in its raw form, that it was downloaded in its raw form, and that it was uploaded in its raw form to False Empiricism's channel. But do carry on.
Strangely enough, if we look at your YouTube channel, you have violated terms of service and community guidelines several times. You have stolen video clips of Christians and other God believers all over YouTube, posted them in your videos and called them bullshit. You mocked them, you attacked them, you insult them, and did not ask for permission, of course, to take their videos and then insult the living hell out of them. And to make matters worse, not only have you done this to YouTube individuals breaking terms of service and community guidelines, But you've also stolen copyright music as well as video material, which I'm going to show throughout this video. And I hope that you report me and flag me, because when YouTube sees what you've been doing, your YouTube channel is going to go bye-bye. And it'll be because of your choice and your decisions why it is that you are removed. The fact that you admit to flagging people like this and doing the kind of behavior that you've done already condemns your YouTube channel. In this video where you actually show the Christian YouTuber that you flagged, you have several videos with his clips in your videos. You deliberately went over to his YouTube channel and grabbed his videos. You did not give any kind of credit in your About section on where it is that you got the music that you ripped off. Kill Switch Engage was the band, and the song was called My Last Serenade, one of my favorite songs actually. And I also noticed they use a lot of content and material from bands like Disturbed, and you've also taken out some of the special effects of music videos that are not yours and put them into your own videos in order to make whatever money it is that you're trying to make on YouTube. You did not give any of these bands credit for what you did. What you did was you realized that you had broken the terms of service, and you were not able to dispute the fact that you use these bands as music, and you had to acknowledge it. So therefore, YouTube forced in your About section who the band was in the song. But you never once during any of this time gave credit or links whatsoever to the band, to the businesses or organizations that actually performed said music. In your video called The Third Redditorial You Just Want to Sin, you use various pieces of artwork that are not yours, that you went off onto Google and took them off of various websites, probably using Google Images, and so on, and so on. You most likely did not ask for permission. Imagery is just as important and copyrighted just as videos are. You stole these images, you stole music, and you've also stole video footage off of other YouTubers. So therefore, according to your logic, everyone on the planet should report your YouTube channel and have you taken down immediately.
First off, RedLine informed me of the very useful fact that on Google there is a tab that you can use to filter out free-to-use content. I had no clue this existed until he informed me that this is what he uses to get his images. As for the music, notice that it was YouTube who put the link to the band on his video, as if it was YouTube who already knows that he has used said content and knows the laws and has taken the action they feel is best to the case. So what you are effectively saying is that YouTube will be shocked at what YouTube did. That's a whole new level of morality.
In fact, that's the same logic you used in order to flag Christians and give them strikes on their channel so they can't have live hangouts.
So what you are saying is that it is impossible for false empiricism to create another channel to stroke your mental Christian dicks. Seems that you're all doomed then.
To make matters worse, you've also stolen video footage from the YouTube user G-Man, who is a very nice and respectful Christian.
I'm just going to pause here and let the claim sink in to anyone who has ever had to talk to G-Man. Just let it sink in. Not going to say anything more.
Who tries to politely debate with atheists is where they will talk trash to him, attack him in the comments board, and do the same to true empiricism. You're doing this kind of behavior and these kind of actions, but when someone defeats you in a debate and then posts the debate or parts of it into their video, you have an issue with this?
No, he specifically noted the fact that he has an issue with a person taking his entire video and uploading it direct, raw from download. I'm sure we'll get to the legality of all this, but first of all, let's continue with your case of projection.
Obviously, you don't understand public domain or fair use. Christians don't go around and report atheists whenever they do these kind of things. For over 10 years, I've watched where atheists will grab Christian videos and use them in their own videos, mocking them, harassing them, insulting them, trying to tell them that their religion and their belief system is absolute stupidity and retarded and that they're mentally ill. But you think it's okay for you to take other people's content and do this. And if someone were to take footage of you getting your ass handed to you in a debate, then you think that that gives you the right to flag down their YouTube channel. How about that?
Here's the irony. You, Brett Keane, the village idiot of the internet, unsurprisingly know jack all about fair use. False Empiricism downloaded a 3-hour video from RedLine and uploaded said video in its raw state. This is by definition copyright infringement as it draws traffic from the original. However, in order to protect criticism and the voice of the people, we do have something known as fair use, but that does not, and I repeat, does not mean you may upload a duplicate of the original. If, however, you take the video apart and insert into it new content in the form of commentary, as I and RedLine do on a regular basis, the piece becomes what is legally recognized as a transformative piece and does not seek to replace the original, but rather comment on the original. So to reiterate for both you and your subscribers, uploading a raw file is illegal under copyright. However, uploading a transformative piece is legal. Now, there's no clear lines as to what makes something a transformative piece, and there are plenty of percentages bounced about. As a rule of thumb, I aim for at least the very 1-to-1 ratio. For every minute of footage, I will put a minute of myself in talking. That way it becomes more of a conversation as opposed to just, introduce the video, play the whole video and then go out, which would still not be covered as a transformative piece. All you're attempting to do is try to bend the law to get around the issue. I don't stick to this 30-second rule, and in a legal case with people such as Real Productions, an actual studio, I didn't need this rule. Ergo, what False Empiricism did is in no way protected under fair use laws, as it is not transformative. Therefore, you are actively lying in this matter as you claim to have knowledge of something that you are factually wrong in. This is what drove me to make this video. But the fact is, your morality gets even worse from here, as we shall see.
For me personally, if someone makes a video where they threaten to kill someone or harm someone or do something abusive to an animal or a human being on video, I can understand why that would be reported. Now, unless you're going to try to convince us all that it did some kind of physical or mental trauma or damage to you having your ass kicked by true empiricism, I don't see a good reason for your logic for going over there and flagging him and encouraging your buddies to do that along with you.
Except the entire US legal system on copyright matters.
But I already knew that you were a coward. I already knew that you were a weakling. Not only do you have to wear a mask, but I've actually interacted with you on YouTube before. Maybe you don't remember. You see, you invited God believers to come in your room and debate you. I had a friend of mine named Galaxy Dreams who said that you were a nice guy who liked to have debates and asked me if I'd like to come in, and you gave her permission. Whenever I came into the room, you tried to pull all kinds of nonsense on me and ask me all kinds of ridiculous questions, and you expected me to answer the way you wanted me to answer, and if I didn't, you actually told me you were going to eject me from the room, kick me out. Wow, that's a logical, rational atheist for you. And when I didn't answer the question the way you wanted me to answer, you put me out of the room. So you seem to think it's okay to abuse people and kick people around. Interesting. Well, I would like to challenge you to come into a live room with me and we'll debate about what you're doing. And I'm going to educate you on what public domain and fair use is and how you broke a federal law whenever you did what you did to this particular YouTuber. You talk about how much money you got. I wonder if you'll have enough money to get yourself out of jail.
Talk of a creationist lecturing a scientist on the method of science. You have shown complete depravity when it comes to understanding fair use. You are also highly hypocritical in what you stated, as your statement that you would only flag someone for being threatening or abusive, yet you end on an empty threat. To top this, RedLine's video in response to you has been flagged for bullying. Oh, well, I guess that sees the end of your higher status that you attempt to put yourself to. That was a bad move, both for the fact that he is now countering the flag, and as we can all see from the tameness of his video which has been mirrored on the Atheist Hub, that is likely to pass, and the fact that you have now pissed me off a great deal, to the extent that I will break my own rules in no longer ignoring you in this case. The fact is this. Flagging me will make things even worse, as you will trigger an even larger ring of responses, as is the Streisand effect. Mr. Keane, allow me to say this once to you. You are a proven liar, a proven coward, and a proven major hypocrite. Just as I despised Neo, I despise you. There are very few people I actually hate on YouTube. Most I just perceive as deluded, but you really are malicious. Again, I will urge everyone to go and see RedLine's video and see for yourself what it takes to hurt what little integrity Keane has left. I will also link Keane's video as I'm bound to by honour of academic honesty, yet I would still urge others to avoid said video. My comment section is always open. So yes, this is the end of the video, and rather than leave on a sour note, I am going to play a little teaser at the end for an upcoming project. It's just, part of the credit screen, I should say, of an upcoming project. Got some music overlapping. It's just a screenshot, so you can't see everything that's going on. So, yes, I'm just going to leave you with that. If you want to try figuring out what it's going to be, I have actually paid for the music, which is royalty free. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, just to end on a better note than this entire video. So, yes, this is Essence of Thought. Take care and out.